to the morning brew. Let's acknowledge some text check-ins and then we'll take general check-ins. We had K8 BWK, Ben, AA5JW, James, NA2B, Charlie, N3DD, Ray, KM4TC, Terry, and KE2EDS, Mark. Who else do we have looking to join us on the morning brew? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Whiskey 5 Kilo Alpha Lima. Whiskey 5 Kilo Alpha Lima Mobile.
Kilo 4 Kilo Uniform K4 KU.
5 Echo Sierra X-Ray.
Kilo Delta.
Kilo 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie. Kilo 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie. In and out.
Foxtrot 5 Yankee Romeo Quebec. Kilo Foxtrot 5 Yankee Romeo Quebec. In and out.
Bravo 2 Papa Oscar Bravo. KB2 POB Mobile.
Whiskey Papa 4 Victor Whiskey. Whiskey Papa 4 Victor Whiskey Mobile. In and out.
Kilo Charlie 3 Lima Alpha Victor. Kilo Charlie 3 Lima Alpha Victor.
Kilo Juliet 5 Kilo Alpha Romeo.
Foxtrot Michael.
In and
Kilo
out.
Jupiter 4 Zulu Foxtrot Michael. November 2 India Sierra Kilo. November 2 India Sierra Kilo.
Kilo Echo
Alrighty, we better hold it up there for just a moment here, and we'll acknowledge who we have here. We have W5 KAL, 10 in the mobile. We had K4 KU, Jason, N5 ESX, Elliot, KD2 YUY, Charles, 2 AAC, Art, KF5 YRQ, Charles in Rector, Arkansas was in and out. We had the KB2 POB, Patrick. We had WP4 VW, Milton, down in Houston, was in and out. Thanks for joining us, Milton, and have a great day. We had KC3 LAD, Mike, KJ5 KAR, Marvin, down in Jacksonville, Arkansas, was in and out. We had KJ4 ZFM, Robert in Deltona. In the mobile, we had N2ISK Bob and KE8SXT Chris in New Haven, Michigan. Let's go up and take these mobiles here real quick. W5 KAL, Ken in Cleveland, Texas. Good morning, and the question of the day is, do you belong to any of the major warehouse clubs? Good morning, Ken.
Well, good morning, Ted. Brew Crew. The answer to the question today is yes. Let me get out underneath this power line here. Maybe you can hear me a little better, but yes, have one membership. You guys have a great day. Safe travels. W5KAL. Back to now.
Alrighty, thank you, Ken. Have yourself a fine day. Patrick, KB2 POB in the mobile down in Matchstick, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I currently belong to two of the major clubs, Costco and BJ's. Have a good day. KB2 POB.
Alrighty, thank you. And the last mobile on this list, KJ4 ZFM. Robert in Deltona, Florida. Good morning.
Hi, good morning to everyone in the crew, and I hope everyone's going to have a blessed day today. As far as being a member of any of those clubs, I'm only a member of Sam's Club. So, yeah, we're a member of one club there, KJ4 ZFM.
Alrighty, thank you, Robert. Appreciate you joining us, and have a great day. Let's go to the top of this list. K8BWK. Ben in Oregon, Ohio. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, and everyone on the Morning Brew. Costco for us, and I have found out the best time to go is late Friday evening. Other than that, you're putting your life in your own hands. Everyone have a great day. Thanks, Scott. K8BWK.
That begs the question, can you still get a fresh rotisserie chicken that time of night? Have a good day, Ben. Appreciate you joining us. Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey. James out in Spring, Texas. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody else out there on the Brew crew. This is Alpha 5 Whiskey Mobile. James in Spring, headed to Houston for work today. It's gonna be a rainy day, I think. Actually, I think we're supposed to get rain for the next 7 days, so hopefully that'll be all right, and we won't float away. To the question at hand, you know, when I was younger, the wife and I went to the club a lot. And as we got older, we realized we were just wasting money at the club because it's just her and I. And we realized we do not need a 300-ounce jar of peanut butter or 17 steaks. It just kind of goes to waste. So we stopped paying for the Costco membership, and we just shop at H-E-B now. But I'll say 7-3, hand it back to Ned. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. We'll be monitoring.
Thank you, James. And I think as we get older, the term clubbing means something different. But at any rate, have a great day, and thanks for joining us. Next up, NA2B, Charlie and Birdie down in Sun City Center, Florida. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning, Scott, and everybody on the crew from Birdie and I here in Tampa Bay, where it's a little warm this morning. It's 77 degrees, and expect some showers later this afternoon. Anyway, in response to the question, a lot like Brittany, I have to emulate what James said. As we got older, we found don't need the larger quantities, so no, we do not belong to any clubs. And with the onslaught of Amazon, we pretty much get everything we need from there. Matter of fact, I got a new chair coming from Amazon today for the desk here in the radio room. It was actually cheaper to buy a chair than it was to buy the parts I needed to repair the arms. Go figure, huh? That's the world we live in nowadays. Anyway, thanks for what you do, Scott. Take care. W2BLTNA 2B back to net.
Alrighty, you folks have a good day and stay out of the sun. And 3DQD, Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew in there this morning. I do not belong to one of the big box clubs, although I do go 2 or 3 times a year to one with a friend of mine. This is N3DQD back to net.
Thank you, Ray. Have yourself a good day down there in Beaver. This is W2BLT. Next up, KM4 TC, Terry in 4 Oaks, North Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott and the crew. Good to hear everybody this morning. We're 72 and it's supposed to be stormy today, thunderstorms. And somebody said Happy Taco Tuesday, and I thought that was kind of funny because I get tacos every Tuesday. There's a barbecue place that makes a unique brisket one, and that's probably raised my cholesterol a few points. I'm not a member of anything. I like Costco, but it's 45 miles away, And I've got a friend that's a member. I've been in with them a few times. It's something on the weekends that they feed you in there. Once at a fair or something. 7-3, everybody. We'll look for you tomorrow. KM4TC. Thanks.
Alrighty, thank you, Jerry. Have yourself a good day and run between the raindrops there. Next up, one of the hosts on the open mic night here on the East Coast Reflector, Mark, KE2 EDS out in Elma, New York. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicki and the rest of the crew. Yes, we do. We belong to Sam's Club. You have a great day, KE2 EDS.
Thank you, Mark. And a couple times ago when I went up to Sam's Club, it was like 10:30 in the morning, and there had to be 15, 20 people in line to get a fresh rotisserie chicken. And they're interesting people when they're in line waiting for that chicken fresh out of the cooker. Have a great day, Mark. Appreciate all you do. K4KU, Jason, another one of the open mic fellers in Atlanta, Georgia. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Scott and everybody on the Morning Brew. And Sam's Club must be the official warehouse club of the open mic night, because I also have Sam's Club and have stood in line for a chicken a couple of times now. So have a great day, everyone. Back to net control.
Next time I go, Jason, I'm going to have to pick one of those bad boys up. They do look pretty good when you walk by them, and they smell good. Have a good day, Jason, and appreciate you joining us. N5 ESX, Elliott in McKinney, Texas. Good morning.
Morning, everyone. This is November 5 Echo Sierra X-Ray. I'm coming to y'all from Houston, Texas. I need to get my address updated. Anyway, I am a member of Sam's Club, and that gas is very cheap and the best you can get around here. And that membership pretty much pays for itself, just getting gas all the time. But that's me. November 5 Echo Sierra X-Ray.
Thank you, Elliot. Yeah, we have a couple Indian reservations around us here, and they used to have the cheapest gas, but you're right, Sam's Club does have cheaper gas lately. Have a good day. Let's go to KD2 YUI, Charles in Syracuse, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. Yeah, I do belong to one. I've belonged to one for quite a while, all three of them, but only one at a time. And right now, it's Costco, and they've got cheap gas too, and a rotisserie chicken as well. 73, all back to net control, KD2 YUY.
That's right. You know, Charles, whoever thought a rotisserie chicken would be such a hot item? Have a good day. K2 AAC, Art up in Tonawanda, New York. Good morning. Tonawanda, are you still with me, or were you just in and out? Well, we'll just mark him as in and out. Let's go to KC3 LAV, our friend Mike in Lititz, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Mike, and do you belong to any of the major warehouse clubs?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Scott. Good morning. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor, Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. It's pouring down rain here today, right now, and it's pretty neat. But yes, indeed, we are a member. We actually worked for one for 4 years, and now they tack the membership on almost as a fee on their credit card. So we maintain a membership in one of them and hardly use it, but it's like a fee on a credit card now. KC3LAV, back to net. Thank you very much. We'll catch you later.
Alrighty, thanks, Mike. Appreciate you joining us. Have yourself a good day. N2 ISK, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Good morning.
Okay, good morning, Scott and all. Yeah, we're a member of Costco. Over the years, it saved us a lot of money, and I agree. The most of your profits come from the memberships. It allows them to sell things cheaper, but hey, I don't care. It's worth it. I went there for eyeglasses. I ended up coming home with an Epson EcoTank printer, copier, and with about 3 years of ink supply. And it's the best printer I ever had. And what else? Yeah, some of the lost meat is like, probably the chicken is excellent, but probably cheaper than most places, because, they take your hit for that as long as they're getting the money for everything else. What else? Anything else? BLT. Let's see. Baconless. We wouldn't have bacon unless we went there. So, hey, that's the way it is these days. So, everyone have a good day. And your wife's game.
Alrighty, Bob. Thanks for joining us, and have yourself a great day. This is W2BLT. Next up, KE8SXT, Chris in New Haven, Michigan. Good morning.
Because it's closed and we go there for essential items, and Costco is where I go when I want to spend money on things I don't need or I want a pizza or a hot dog. Thanks for having me this morning. Back to control.
I'm sorry, Chris, but you were a little scratchy there. Was that a yes or a no?
Yes, sir. 2 clubs. Okay, where I go for convenience because it's closed, and I like to go to Costco when I want a pizza, hot dog, or I want to spend money on things I don't need. Back to you, sir.
Alrighty, thank you, Chris. And usually the things you really don't need are the first things when you first walk in the store that are on the shelves right there. Have a good day. Let me acknowledge the text check-ins we had here. We had K4MMX Craig, N8ZFH Gary, KE8SMN Jeff, KD3AJN Anna, W2RBC Randy, KY4MB Scott, and K8BAC Al. Well, let's take some in and outs. Those that just want to be in and out, please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
OMH, sub mobile, in and out, good morning. 8060 IQ, Kilo Delta 6, Delta India, Quebec, Todd, in and out.
Kilo 9, Delta, Quebec. NG mobile.
Victor Echo 3 Golf Juliet Papa, VE3 GJB, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 0.
Tango 3 X-ray, Brian, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 0. India Uniform Mike, in and out. 2 Tango Foxtrot Bravo.
November 8th.
Kilo Delta 2 Tango Foxtrot Bravo.
And ECR please check me in and out. It's in and out. Good.
Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Romeo Kilo, KQ4 ORK, short time mobile, in and out.
4 Hotel Romeo Golf. Mobile in and out.
Kilo Romeo 4 Delta Zulu Tango KR4 DZT in and out.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up there. Let me recognize who we have here. From the top, we had W7OMH, Mike in Wading River. We had KD6 DIQ, Todd out in Yucca Valley, California. We had K9 DQ, Al in Clarkson, Michigan. We had VE3 GJP, Joel in Toronto, Ontario. KF0 IUM, Kevin in Grand Junction, Colorado. We had KD2 TFP, Joe in Cheektowaga. We had N8 RWF, Bill in Trenton, Michigan. KQ4 ORK, Barry in Apopka, Florida. KO4 HRG, Robert in Byrdstown, Tennessee, was in and out. It looks like you're new to the system. And the KR4 DZT, Randall in Homosassa, Florida, was in and out. Thank you both for joining us. Thank you, all of you, for joining us. Was there any in and outs that I missed there? Please come now.
November Alpha 2 Fox, NE2F, in and out.
North Carolina.
Vector Echo 3, Tango Alpha November. Vector Echo 3, Tango Alpha November, in and out there.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet, in and out.
KT3X, Kilo Tango 3 X-ray in and out.
NA2F, November Alpha 2 Fox, in and out.
All right, let me hold it up there, recognizing we had KT3X. Is that a good call sign, that K3TX?
KT3X, Kilo Tango 3 X-ray.
Well, alrighty, thanks for joining us there, Brian. Appreciate it, and have yourself a great day. Thanks for joining us. We had BA3 KTJ, Jinsuk. We had VE3 TGN, Tim up in Windsor. We had NA 2F, Antonio up in Champlain, New York. And W4RHC was a text check-in. We'll get to him shortly. We had a station in there that all we caught was Mark. Could you give me your call sign again, please?
That's KT7AAG, Mark in Sanford, North Carolina.
Alrighty, one more time. I got Kilo Delta 7 Alpha Alpha Golf. Is that correct?
Roger, correct.
Alrighty, well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Okay, let's go to the top of this list and run them. We have K4 NFX Craig in Oakland Park, Florida. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, everybody. The answer to the question is no. I once had a Costco membership, but just like a few other people alluded to, the sizes of the things you buy, too big. I'm only one person living, and the dog, so maybe 1.5. And usually the food goes bad before I use it all, so put me down for a no. Everyone have a great day. K4 MMX back to net.
Thanks for joining us, Craig, and you have yourself a great day. N8ZFH, Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan. Good morning, Gary, and do you belong to any of the major warehouse clubs?
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. Beautiful day in southeastern Michigan. And no, we do not belong to any of the warehouse clubs. Please check me in and out. N8ZFH, back to net.
Great, thank you, Gary. Appreciate you joining us. Just want to remind everybody, if you'd like to follow along on the log that I do, all you got to do is go to bit.ly/ECR logs, and you can pick out the morning brew log, and you can see just what I see here. Next up, KE8SMN, Jeff in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everyone on the brew. This is KE8SMN. Put me down for yes, Scott. Costco members for years. KE8SMN, back to net.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Have yourself a fine day up there. It looks like it's going to be a good one. KD3AJN, Anna, down in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning to the crew in there this morning. Hope you're having a good day. No, I do not use any of the major warehouse clubs. Everybody have a great day. KD3AJN.
Well, thank you for joining us, Anna, and you have a pleasant day as well. Next up, one of our team members here and one of your hosts on the 20-meter net, Randy, W2RBC in West Seneca, New York, I think. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the morning brew. Yes, I do belong to the BJ's Warehouse Club. I joined when they first came to Buffalo many years ago. Now I only go there about once or twice every few months. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Next up, Y4MB, Scott down in Memphis, Tennessee. Haven't talked to you for a while, Scott. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott, and everybody on the Brew crew, and Brother Randall, if he's listening there at work this morning already. The answer to the question is yes, have a Costco membership where they have lots of bacon and eggs. And if you ever think there's a shortage in a store somewhere, it's possible that the Costco or Sam's or the other big box stores are hoarding it all. I have no idea. It is overwhelming to go in there, and who needs 36 eggs except a restaurant. But anyway, it's kind of fun to look for sure and get those tasty hot dogs and pizza and whatever they have at the food court there. Thanks for doing the net, Scott. We're fine here in Memphis, Tennessee. Led to Elvis barbecues, and thanks to Miss Vicky behind the scenes. KY4NB, back to net.
Thank you, Scott. I got to tell you, I do buy eggs in bulk at Sam's Club, and I paid about, I think it was $2.20 a dozen this week for them. But have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, one of your hosts here on the Morning Brew, Al, K8BAC up in Britain, Michigan. Good morning, Al.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody on the Brew crew. Happy Tuesday. Yes, we have a Costco membership. One of the big reasons is gas has been $3.19 and everywhere. And at Costco, it's $2.86. So yeah, it pays itself off really, really quickly. And you know, you got to have that 18 pounds of butter and 72 eggs and stuff like that, you know, once in a while. Everybody have a great day. Back to you, Scott, K8BAC.
Hey, thanks, Al. Have a good day, and looking forward to see you here in a couple weeks. W4 RHD Ariel in Alachua, Florida. Good morning. Well, I don't know exactly what that was, but at any rate, let's try Ariel again, W4 RHC, and see if he was on that one. Good morning, Ariel.
I hope they hear me better now. I'm not sure what happened, but anywho, I do not use warehouse for sure, because that's the question of the day. Back to you. Let me know if you hear me okay now. This is Whiskey 4, Romeo 3rd Charlie, I-75, Lake City, Florida.
Alrighty, yeah, we got you that time, Ariel. There was just a station there that was hung up. You have yourself a good day, and thanks for joining us. This is W2BLT. Next up, we have, we have a couple via the text here. We had K4NH, Christopher, KQ8U, Bob. We got N2BH, Bill, and W2AJR. Let's go to K4NH, Christopher in Madison, Alabama via the text line. Good morning. K4NH, Christopher, are you with us? Well, moving right along. How about KQ8U, Bob, up in Ecorse, Michigan? Good morning, Bob, and do you belong to any of the major warehouse clubs?
Morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. No, not currently. There was one called Face Warehouse back. I was a member for a minute back in the 80s, but not at all. My girlfriend belongs to fan club, and there's no Costco's near me. But I just gave everything I needed, all the years dollar store. That's all I get by. Everybody have a good day. KQ8U, back to net.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us, Bob, and have yourself a fine day. Next up, one of your hosts here on the Morning Brew, N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody. No, I don't belong to any of the clubs, and rest of the day have a luncheon with some retired deputies and see what the rest of the day brings. N2BH.
Thanks for joining us, Bill. Have yourself a nice breakfast, and appreciate all you do for us here. Next up, W2AJR, Andy in Chickawaga, New York. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Scott. Morning, everyone in the Brew Crew. Sure, we belong to Sam. Who doesn't need a 5-gallon bucket of mayonnaise now and again? But the gallon of ice cream is nice every once in a while. Work today and then TechNet tonight, I guess. 7. Have a great day. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Andy, and their blueberry muffins aren't bad either, if you want a dozen of them. WB2JPQ, Dick in Eden, New York. Good morning, Dick.
Good morning again, Scott and everybody. It's a yes for me. Like was mentioned, we'll see as many as possible tonight on the TechNet. Have a good day, everybody. This is WB2JPQ.
Alrighty, thanks, Dick. You have yourself a fine day, and I'm sure we'll see you later. W3ICQ, Bob in Leesburg, Florida, snuck in there. Good morning, Bob, and do you belong to any of the major warehouse clubs?
Hi there, Scott. No, I do not belong to any of them. I have a son-in-law who does all the shopping, and if I need that 72 pounds of butter, he'll be happy to bring it to me. So that's back to you, Bob in Florida, W3ICQ.
Alrighty, Bob, and that's very nice of them to do that for you. Alrighty, folks, let's start a new list here, and I'll work what I can, and what I can't, why, we'll let Mike work. New stations looking to join us on the Morning Brew. Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
November 9, Bravo, Bravo Motel.
KJ5,
9,
KOR.
Chicago. Nathan.
KJ5, KOR.
E4 OXT, Whiskey Delta 4, Oscar X-Ray Tango.
November 5, Delta Romeo Tango, N5 DRT, in and out.
This is Kilo India 7, India Hotel Uniform.
Kilo Delta 2, November, Bravo, Echo, Quebec, Mobile, in and out. 3B, Kilo Hotel Tango. Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot Bravo Mike. Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot Bravo Mike.
Alright, let me...
UXM, Kilo Echo 8, Uniform X-Ray, Mike Ryan in Royal Oak, Michigan.
Alrighty, let me hold it up there for just a moment. We recognize who we got here and see if we got anybody that we met. K8 UXM Ryan, K3 BEQ Ray, KO4 FBM Jose, KD2NL Chip in the Mobile, KI7 IHU Dave. We have N5 DRT Kurt in Morton, Texas was in and out. Thanks for joining us. We had WD4 OXT Rildy in Winter Springs, Florida. We had N8HLN Mike via the text line, and KJ5 KOR David in Houston, Texas, and N9 BBM Nathan up in Chicago, Illinois. That's going to do it for me, folks. I'd like to thank everybody that checked in with me, and we'll talk to everybody later tonight on the TechNet. At this time, we'll turn it over to Mike K2CMT down in DeBerry, Florida, and thanks to Vicky for logging for me this morning. This is W2BLT. It's all yours, Mike.
Well, thank you, Scott. Thank everyone for joining us this morning here at the Brew. I'm going to get it out of the way right now. When it comes to box clubs or special memberships in any retail organization, I refuse to join. I will never pay to do business with someone. They're going to have to do everything they can to make me happy, and that doesn't make me happy having to pay. That brand is out of the way, so let's move on. Question of the day: do you belong to any major warehouse clubs, Sam's, BJ, Costco, or other? Let's go to N9, the BBM. Nathan in Chicago, Illinois. Good morning, Nathan.
Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, date 8 of 12 here. I have belonged to both Costco and Sam's at one point. I don't have an active membership now, but I have belonged before. I'll send back to Net Control. Hope everyone has a great day. And
Thank you, Nathan. Moving on along to David in Houston, Texas, KJ5 KOR.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, I am a member of Sam's and a member of Costco, although Costco is going to go by the wayside at renewal. I kept Costco because it was right by the office. But yes, we use them all the time. Back to the Brew, KJ5KOR.
Well, thank you, David. And Mike, Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan, N8HLN. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike and the crew. Answer to the question is yes. My wife and I belong to Costco, where we go a couple times a month and fill up on paper goods and coffee and bottled water. So 73 to the group, back to net, N8HLN. Good morning.
Thank you, Mike. Yeses are lining up on the, I think I'm in the minority around here. WD4OXT, Razel, in Winter Springs, Florida, just down the road from me. Yeah, let's try that one more time. WD4OXT. Reldy, are you with me?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning to everybody. Yes, I do belong to a club. Costco can't beat that $4.99 rotisserie chicken. Everyone have a great day. Back to net.
I do agree with you on that chicken deal. I have a neighbor who is a member, and when she goes to the one down the road here about 30 miles away, she does bring me back a chicken every time. Dave in Murray, Utah, KI7IHU. Good morning, Dave.
I don't belong to any of those major warehouse things. I don't see the need for a single person to pay for a membership for those places. To me, it's not worth it because it's like it would take up too much. One of those bulk items would take up too much, and I don't see the need for spending the membership fees. Back over to you, India.
Well, thank you, Dave. Chip in Cincinnati, New York. Good morning, Chip. Chip, I'm just noticing your mobile, you may have been out of range. KD2NL. We apologize to Chip for not getting to him sooner. KO4FBM, Jose, St. Cloud, Florida. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Vic, and the rest of the Morning Brew. Today, transmitting with a base station, ID 5100. Yes, I belong to Sam's and Costco and BJ's. The whole family pick one of each. So if we close to one of them when we're driving by, we just go in there and start shopping. Back to you, Mike 73.
Thank you for joining me this morning, Jose. Ray in Cheverly, Maryland. If I'm saying that right. K3BEQ. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, everyone. From Maryland, Chevrolet. Almost like Chevrolet, but just put the Y on the end. Excuse me. No, I don't, but I sure love that chicken. My daughter brings it to me on occasion. Really, you can't beat it. I've tried them all, and they're just about the best. Everyone have a great day, and happy Army Day. K3BEQ Mobile.
Thank you, Ray. Chevrolet it is. KE8UXM, Ryan in Royal Oak, Michigan. Good morning, Ryan.
Morning, Net Control. Yeah, we are members through Costco via our parents, and then we also have our own BJ membership, and you can't beat the gas prices and mainly the diesel prices. So that's all I got. 73 KE8 UXM.
Thank you, Ryan. We got you down for a yes. And the yes and no's aren't that far apart. I just checked the graph on that. So it's kind of a running a little bit around 60-40. WHK, Bill in North Fort Myers.
Well, good morning. Southwest Florida, 82 degrees. It's sunny, beautiful day. We belong to BJ's. We don't get there nearly enough, but their gas prices are great. And there's some products, I can't remember offhand what they are, that we can get there and can't get anywhere else. Yes, BJ's. Okay, back to you. 7-3, this is W8WHK.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Bill. Let me acknowledge a couple of texts that just came in, and then I'm going to go pick up some new customers. KD2GCV, Banana from the Bronx, new to the system, and KI5PMI, Bill from Hobson, Mexico. Boys, I'll be back with you shortly. In the meantime, mobile stations, any other mobile stations out there? Come now, please, mobile stations only. Twice and slowly.
America, Bravo 2, Kilo Charlie, AB2, KC. Over.
Kilo Alpha 2, Echo, Echo Uniform. Kilo Alpha 2, Echo, Echo Uniform, in and out.
Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Echo Link Mobile in and out. Good morning. Kilo Echo 2, George Alpha Tango. Kilo Echo 2, George Alpha Tango on the Echo in and out.
Kilo 4, Papa Golf Mike. Kilo 4, Papa Golf Mike. In and out. Good morning.
Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Golf Juliet. Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Golf Juliet. In and out. 5 Yankee November uniform. E5 YNU mobile. Delta Kilo X-ray KE2 DKX mobile.
Okay, let's hold up for a moment. Let me acknowledge these mobile stations first. KE2 DJX, K5 YNU, AB2 KC. And I'm going to go to you, George Shirley, New York, AB2 KC. Good morning.
Good morning. I just switched from the repeater to the B&L repeater. It's coming in better.
Anyway, yeah, I think the answers to the questions, which it might be, what I guess wholesale outlet you use. I think everybody's talking BJ's and things. We belong to Sam's up here. Gas prices are good, but we get gas down by the Montclair, which is an Indian reservation. It's like 20, 30 cents a gallon less. We go through their little town there of, hemp sales stores and all the crap they sell just to get the cheap gas there. But, yeah, Sam's is the deal for us here in New York. Thanks a lot. This is AB2KC Mobile going to B&L.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Florian in Conroe, Texas, K5YNU.
Morning, Mike, Ricky, everyone on the Brew crew. Usually, primarily for me, it's Costco. Back to the net control. Everyone have a blessed day. K5YNU.
Thank you, Florian. Now let me acknowledge that other stations here have checked in. I'll be taking one at a time. KE2DXX, Jason. W2KJV, Tony, one of our system facilitators. K4PGM, Paul in Hope Mills, North Carolina. KI5PMI, Bill in Hobbs, I've already acknowledged. So let me start at the top of this list. Spina, new to the system from Bronx, New York, KD2GCV. Good morning. KD2GCV or something that sounded like that. In case we got it wrong, come on now. That was a text check-in, but didn't stick around. Good morning, Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico, KI5PMI.
Good morning, Mike. Everybody on the Brew. Stand by. Sorry about that. The season allergies are going crazy. Yes, I belong to Warehouse Club. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5PMI. Back to net.
Thank you, Bill, for being here. Paul in Hope Mills, North Carolina, K4PGM. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning to everyone on the net this morning. I was actually checking in and out, but that's okay. I'll say good morning to everybody on my way to a doctor's appointment. So everybody have a great day. And I buy my gas usually at the Walmart Murphy stations because it's just convenient. Kilo 4 Papa Golf Mike, back to net.
Thank you, Paul. And I hope your checkout works out good for you. Tony, our system facilitator in Homosassa, Florida, W2KJV. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Mike, Vicky, everyone on the Morning Brew. Tony here in Homosassa. Mike, no, we do not have a big box store, warehouse store application. BJ's opened up a store about 20 miles away. It's kind of far. We're contemplating whether or not it'd be worth to join it. Anyway, everyone have a great day. Back to you, Mike, W2KJV.
Have a good week, Tony. Thank you for being here. Jason in Mastic Beach, New York, KE2DXX or DKX. Good morning, Jason.
Everyone on the Brew crew, yes, we are part of Costco. Matter of when I'm training a new person at work, I usually tell them the second or third day that I'll get them some lunch at a members only lunch, and then we head on over to Costco for a slice of pizza. Not bad pizza. KE2 DKX, back to control.
got you down for a yes. Thank you, Jason. Garrett in Williamsville, New York. KE2GCV. Good morning, Garrett. KE2GCV, still here? Well, evidently he lost connection or just doesn't understand the rules, set of rules. If you're going to use the text line, folks, you got to stick around and talk to us. It's just a way of getting in line without having to fight the pile up, but you need to stick around. KJ4LXJ, Rex in Crystal River. Good morning, Rex.
Good morning to you and the Brew Crew. No, we do not have a membership to any of the outlets. We've been getting flyers in the mail for the new BJs with a special discount for the first year. We are contemplating joining that. Everyone have a great day. It's steamy hot down here in Florida already. KJ4LXJ, back to the net.
Thank you, Rex. Tony was just mentioning that maybe y'all could carpool over there to that new BJ's. Get together and figure it out. Time for some new customers. New stations wishing to join the Morning Brew. Come now, please, twice and slowly.
KF8, DIC.
W2, CJM, W Whiskey, CJM Mobile.
Kilo Delta Charlie, in and out.
Kilo Echo 2, Bravo Delta Oscar, portable, in and out.
Whiskey, Delta 8, Papa, India, Charlie. WD8, PIC.
November Whiskey 4, Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta.
Delta, David in Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina.
NW4Q, November Whiskey 4, Quebec. In and out.
November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo. November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo.
Kilo Bravo 2 India, Papa, Lima KB2 IPL.
KF8, CWF. KF8, DIC. KF8, Detroit Rock City.
KF0, MHN.
Okay, let's hold up for a minute. That's getting long enough. KF0, MHN, Bill. N5, JOJ, Bill. Bill, they just line up like that sometimes. KF8, CWF, Brian. KB2, IPL, Joe. N1, WEB, Webb. KD2, IWN, Tim. KR4, BAD, David. NW4Q, Jim and Trish. WA8, CLG, Doug. WD8, PIC, Bob. KE2, BDO, Richard, in and out. W2CJM, Charles in Selden, New York. I've got it down as in and out as well. W2KDC, Dennis. KF8DRC, Jack in Rochester. Let me see how many mobiles. Oh, one mobile in here I can talk to. Roy in Livonia, Michigan, W8ROY. Good morning, Roy. Question of the day is, do you belong to any of the major warehouse clubs? Sam's, BJ's, or Costco?
Good morning from the Motor City. Sunny and 68 it says. Yes, I do. The answer is yes. Two of them, Costco and Sam's Club. Everybody have a great day. Back to Net Control, W8ROI Mobile.
Well, thank you, Roy. And I'm going to have to ask you sometime why, too, and if there's these stores, do they have a tendency to carry one thing the others don't? I thought they'd have it all. KF8DRC, Jack in Rochester, Michigan.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I belong to two of them, Costco, also Sam's Club. But I always shop Costco a lot, and the family too. And thank you for running the net. KF8, Detroit, Rock City.
Thank you for joining us, Jack. Next up is Dennis from Dansville, New York, W2 KDC. W2 KDC, Dennis, are you with me? Let's put Dennis in the one and done. Moving on along to Bob in Sylvania, Ohio, WG8PIC. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. I am not. Let me turn this radio down. I am not, but I have only because I don't do purchases online myself. If there is something online, I have other friends that do it, and they are members of Sam's and Costco and also Amazon. So, but I'm using the net right now, of course, for this through a repeater, but I'm also using it for streaming some audio. I'm listening to some programming. By the way, headed for mid-70s today and sunny here in the Toledo area. And then it gets hot up into the mid and upper 80s and humid. So that's going to be coming your way eventually. For all the people in New York and New Jersey and wherever else, thanks everybody for doing what they do on the East Coast. Back to Net Control, WD8PIC.
Thank you for joining us, Bob. Next up is, on using the text line, Doug in Homosassa, Florida, WA8CLG. Good morning, Doug. Homosassa is well represented today.
This is WA8CLG. Very good morning, everyone. Well, Tony and I try to hold up our end of the world here. The answer is yes. My daughter-in-law wanted to try the new BJ's not too far from us, so I did get one of those trial memberships, or I guess discounted for 1 year. But for me alone, to shop at one of those big box stores, I buy a big box of cereal, it's going to go stale before I could use it up, so wouldn't make much sense. But anyway, we tried it. It's an outing. Good morning to Tony. Everybody have a good day. WA8CLG. Back to net.
Well, thank you, Doug, for being here. And the other party from Homosassa was Rex. I don't know if y'all know each other personally or not, but y'all need to get together and start a coffee club or something. I know Homosassa's not that big. Jim and Trish in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Good morning to you guys, NW4Q.
Hey, Mike, you're sounding good. We've got several of those in town, and but the closest is Sam's, and we do that, and we've got to get through the fog this morning. Very foggy here this morning to it. And Trish will tell you that she spends quite a bit of time there. Have a nice day.
The garden's coming very good. I've been away for the weekend, so busy up there yesterday, trying to get caught up. Of course, we had a lot of rain last night, so that's out of the question today. I'm probably heading up to our wonderful wood shop here shortly. So anyway, yeah, we're members of Costco to answer that question. So, yeah, fairly easy day today, being the gardens are wet, and I'm going to take it easy and go out to one of our Masonic functions here, and everyone have a great day. Turn it back to Mike at Net Control.
Thank you, Ray, for being here, and enjoy your semi-day off. David in Bugay, Verena, North Carolina. I know I butchered it, but I tried my best. KR4BAD.
Good morning, everybody on the net. Yeah, this is David in Fuquay, Verena, North Carolina, about 30 minutes south of the capital, North Carolina, Raleigh. So I guess my answer is Sam's Club for us. We're a member of Sam's Club, and that's done it for us all these years. So everyone have a good day, and this is KR4BAD back to net.
Thank you, David. Tim in Hamburg, New York, KD2 IWN.
Good morning, Mike. Well, everybody on the Brew crew there. Yes, I belong to BJ's. Have for years. Everybody have a great day. 73 KD2IWN.
Thank you, Tim. Next up is N1WEB Webb in Collierville, Tennessee.
Oh, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Vicki, for logging. Good morning to the net. Yeah, you can put me down as a yes. As a matter of fact, I got to head over to Costco today to get my tires. So there's that. N1WEB, back to net.
Thank you, Webb. Well, there is another advantage to the box stores, I guess, that you can help get your money back on the membership is through tire purchases. Joe in Bethpage, New York, KB2IPL.
My name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, KB2IPL. Just headed for work on a rainy Long Island morning. And yeah, we used to have BJ's. For a long time we had BJ's, but just too many good bargains at regular supermarket. Really doesn't seem to make sense. Anyway, KB2 audio.
Thank you for joining me, Joe. Next up is Brian from Warren, Michigan, KF8CWF. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. Answer is yes, I actually have two, so that if one doesn't have it, I can go to the other. KF8 CWF, back to net control.
Thank you, Brian. N5JOJ, Bill in Tahlequah, Oklahoma.
Yeah, okay. Top of the morning to the Brew Crew. We're sitting that Tuesday morning. We got sun out, so everything is good back here on the res in northeast Oklahoma. Let's see, and yes, I've been a member of Costco and different places like that. However, I have to renew here. I think my membership lapsed. But anyhow, I hope everyone has a super day there, out there, and get this week over with here. So everyone have a super day. N5JOJ, back to net control.
Thank you for joining us this early morning for you, Bill. Appreciate it. KF0MHN, and the other Bill from East Bethel, Minnesota.
Well, good morning, Brew, and good morning, Vicki, Loggy. We do not have Costco or Sam's Club or any of the warehouse. Well, we do have Amazon, and I swear that my wife hired an Amazon truck to sit in our driveway and just go get everything every day. Back to that, this is KF0MHN.
You may not be wrong about that assumption there, Bill. Thank you for being with me. P2WRJ, Mike in Camillus, New York. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew. Multitasking here, so I barely heard my call. Yes, I am a member of Costco, and I go there, I don't know, every 2 weeks. Hope everybody's having a good day and a good week. KD2WRJ, back to the net.
Yeah, you got to be careful there, Mike. That multitasking can get you in a lot of trouble. WB1DXN, Daryl in Epsom, New Hampshire. Good morning, Daryl. WB1DXN, Daryl, are you with me?
On.
Try that again. I bet you, Daryl, the answers are way too short. Moving on along. N1CBM, Carlos in Hollywood, Florida.
Good morning, Mike. Vicky and the rest of the crew always present in this fine net. Is 65 and high overcast here in Elmira, New York. Glad we're going back home tonight and switching the airplane for the aeronautical mobile tomorrow. So this is a little PSA before my answer for the net. We're going to be active tomorrow. The ECR Air 1 is going to be active back in the air from Stewart to Houston tomorrow after 9 a.m. I think 30 minutes is all we need to get up to altitude and get to that phase of flight where I can relay my responsibilities to the co-pilot and go talk to you guys over HF on the ECR Air 1. 14317 is the frequency, of course, give or take a few kilohertz just for anybody using it before us. And for the question, we are Costco members, so that's what my wife uses for the big bulk when we need to go there every 2 weeks and get our stuff for the house. Back to you, Mike. Everyone else have a great day.
Thank you, Carlos, and look forward to trying to make contact with you tomorrow. Chris in Beaumont, Texas, riding down the road somewhere WP5ITT. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, sir. The rest of the morning version WV5ICT in the mobile. We don't have a Costco here. So I'm not a member. Wish we did. There's one in either Houston or over New Orleans. I did join while I was living there. Shame on me. Of course, we've got Sam's all over the place. I used to be a member there, but didn't renew my membership in a while. Hope everybody's having a good morning, and we'll see y'all later. Don't forget the tech test tonight, WV5ITT.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for the plug. Dan, one of our system facilitators from Island, Michigan, 52 PUT. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning. Yeah, we got two memberships. Sam's Club and Amazon. You know, back when we lived in Buffalo, we used to have the BJ's Club, but they don't have too many of those out here in Michigan. Not one anywhere as remotely close to us. Back to you, WPUT.
Thank you for joining us, Dan. Sounds like you got enough coverage. Chuck in Lancaster, New York, W2EM. Good morning. Birthday boy from a belated birthday boy, let me put it that way.
Morning, Mike and the rest of the Brew crew. Yeah, I just switched over to Sam's. I was with BJ's for years, and actually I had BJ's and Sam's for a while, but I just got a $25 offer for a membership, so I switched over to Sam's. And of course, we're with Amazon Prime, and we use those pretty well. Anyway, back to that. Have a great day, W2EM.
Thanks, Chuck, for being here this morning. Let me take on some new customers now. Twice and slowly, please.
This is November 8, Mike Juliet, November 8, Mike Juliet, November, mobile.
Victor Lima Kilo, November 2, Victor Lima Kilo, mobile.
R4, Kilo, Romeo 4, Charlie, Kilo, Charlie.
Kilo, Bravo, 0, Juliet, Charlie, 5, Delta, X-ray, Bravo.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Hotel, Echo, Foxtrot, KQ4, HEF.
Okay, let's hold up a moment. There were several train wrecks there, and I want to make sure those stations, we can get them picked up. So listen close if I call your call sign and name. If I don't, I'm going to give you a chance to get in there. KQ4HEF, Keith. KJ5DXB, Frank. KR4CKC, Bill. N2VLK, Jeff. N8MJN, Martian. VE3TCS, Tim, by way of a text line. If I didn't call your name, come again.
Oscar 4, Tango X-ray, India, mobile. Kilo, Oscar 4, Tango X-ray, India. Kilo, Charlie 0, Juliet, Charlie. Kilo, Charlie 0, Juliet, Charlie. Jeff, mobile.
Okay, hold up for a moment. Let me acknowledge KM4CTB, Donnie. KC0JC, Jeff. KO4TXI, Vincent. And let me pick up these mobile stations while we're still in range. Martian, N8MJN, good morning to you. Question of the day is, do you belong to any of the major warehouse clubs? Sam's, BJ's, or Costco?
Good morning, Mike, Vicky, and everybody on the Morning Brew. This is N8MJN. Yes, we have a Sam's Club membership and also Amazon Prime. And lucky it's already Tuesday and looking forward to our week-long vacation in Hilton Head next week. So hopefully I'll be able to join you guys via Hotspot and D-Star. With that, I'll send it back to Net Control. Everybody have a great day. 73s and 8MJN.
Thank you, Martian. Next up is Jeff in Lancaster, New York, into VLK.
Vicky, and everybody else that's out there. I hope everybody has a good day today, better than yesterday. As far as the question goes, Mike, I do belong to Sam's Club. It's nice to have if you're having a party or something and you need large quantities. But on a daily or weekly basis, their stuff is too big for me. And with that, I'll turn it back to you. And I'll say 7-3, N2VLK Mobile. I'll be clear and listening. Welcome.
Thank you, Jeff, for being here. And I'm going to go to the Vincent next, KO4TXI from Wake Forest, North Carolina.
Vincent, KO4TXI. Thanks for calling on me. Thanks to everybody on the Brew. I am presently a member of and Sam's Club, and our family's on the smaller side. Love DJs because they've got great cold cuts, freshly sliced, versus stuff that they got at Sam's and Costco where we drop membership. But that's what we've got right now. Thanks for calling me. Back to that. W4TXI. Out.
Thank you for joining us, Vincent. And the last mobile on this list, KC0JC. Good morning, Jeff, from Harrisonville, Missouri.
Well, good morning, Mike, Vicky, and everyone out there on the Brew crew this morning. Rolling up here northbound here on Interstate 29, just past Percival, Iowa. On my way to Omaha, 60 degrees right now, beautiful blue skies. And about the questions, been a Sam's Club member for many, many years, and I'm also an Amazon Prime member as well, you know, and so forth. So thanks for having me on the net. Everyone else have a blessed and wonderful day. KC0JC, back to net.
Thank you for joining us. VE3TCS, Tim in Windsor, Ontario. Good morning, Tim.
User RTXW.
Good morning. This is
Test complete.
TCS Costco. Use it on either side of the river here, and Amazon Prime. I also use that on either side of the river. Back to net.
Thank you, Tim. Bill in Oklahoma, Florida. KR4CKC. Good morning, Bill.
This is KR4CKC. We belong to Costco, and we're about to sign up with Sam's. I love their new checkout procedure of a scan and go. It's new, haven't done it yet, but it looks like it's going to be a lot easier getting out of Sam's. I have to worry about going through the cash register line. KR4CKC, you all have a good day.
Thank you for being with me this morning, Bill. Frank in Sugar Land, Texas, KJ5DXB. Good morning, Frank.
KJ5DXB, good morning to you, Mike, to Vicky, and to the rest of the crew. Put me in the no category. Thank you for the check-in. Everybody have a great day. KJ5DXB. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Frank. Keith in Thompson, Georgia, KQ4HEF. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Mike, and everybody on the crew. I'm a member of Sam's Club. Was a member of Costco for a little bit in the past, but I run a vending business, and Sam's had more stuff toward the vending side than Costco did. Quite a bit more, so I did that, and of course my wife orders stuff from Amazon quite often. KQ4 HEF, appreciate the being on the net. Thank you. Back to net.
Thank you for joining us today, Keith. Joel in East Yaphank, New York, KC2GRN. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike and Vicki and everybody else on the morning brew. Hosting as always. And the answer is yes, we are a member of Costco. KC2GRN, back to net.
Thank you, Joel. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Good morning, Donnie.
Well, good morning, Mike, Vicki, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach. Well, if Amazon Prime counts, I guess it would be a yes, Mike. There's not an Amazon truck that delivers on the island here that doesn't stop at our house sometime during about every day of the week. Thanks for doing the net, Mike. Have a great day. KM4CTV.
I know what you mean, Donnie. Same way in my neighborhood. Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2JPQ. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Mike, and everybody listening to the brew. You can put me in the yes category. I got the Amazon Prime. Other than that, the big box stores, they have good deals, but you got to buy large quantities. So I kind of shy away from that. Anyhow, looks like it's going to be a nice day over here in Lancaster, and I'll just say 7-3s. Everybody have a great day. KC2JPQ.
Thank you for joining me, Frank. Let me bring on some new customers, and let me give the Echolink at digital stations a little bit of help there getting in. Any Echolink or digital stations, come now. It sounds like they've already gotten in.
This is Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Uniform X-Ray. Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Uniform X-Ray. Ricky in Houston.
Well, Ricky, we got you in there. Let me open it up to general check-ins. Come now, please, twice and slowly.
Victor Kilo 3, Foxtrot Sierra Tango. Victor Kilo 3, Foxtrot Sierra Tango. In and out.
Kilo 4, Bravo Romeo, K4 PBR. Somewhat of a short list. How about in and out stations? Any in and out stations that want to go ahead and hit that push to talk button and wave us a hand?
I have KD2IAO in and out. KD2IAO in and out.
Zero GAQ, Kilo Charlie 0, Golf Alpha Quebec, in and out.
It sounds like the herd's getting a little thin out there, Vicky. Things are slowing down. Let me acknowledge these stations. KC0GAQ, Jeff from Cortland, New York, waved a hand. Thank you, Jeff. KD2IAO, Keith in Rochester, New York, is waving a hand. Royce in Surprise, Arizona is sticking around, K4BBR. We'll be back to you shortly, Royce. Sam waved a hand, BK3FST from Victoria, Australia. And Ricky from Houston, Texas, KJ5KUX. And Joe from West Seneca, New York, by way of a text line, AJ0EF. Good morning, Joe. Question of the day is, do you belong to any of the major warehouse clubs, like Sam's, BJ's, or Costco?
Vicky and the rest of the Brew crew, yep, I belong to the BJ's Club and also Amazon Prime if you count that. With that, I'll turn it back to Net Control. This is AJ0EF 73.
Thank you for joining me this morning. Ricky in Houston, Texas, KJ5KUX. Good morning, Ricky.
Hello, good morning everybody in the Brew crew. Appreciate you guys running the net. As far as our family, we're not part of any of those big warehouse places like Sam's Club or Costco, although we've been in a few of them. They're almost overwhelming. It's almost too much in there. Seems like everything is sold by the pallet load. I am, though, a member of Amazon Prime, and I think our delivery person is getting upset by how often they visit our house. This is Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Uniform X-Ray, 73 to everybody. Back to net.
Well, we're on a first-name basis with our Amazon driver. All three of them. It takes three to supply this household. K4BBR, Royce in Surprise, Arizona. Surprise me, Royce.
Well, good morning. I do Amazon Prime. I really enjoy having stuff brought to me and not having to go get in the crowd. But I also have a membership at Costco and Sam's, which are about an equal distance from my house. And I get my gas at Costco, but if I'm going to shop, I generally go to Sam's because for some reason out here, Costco is 1,000 times more crowded than Sam's. So I can whiz through Sam's and get out pretty quick with a big order. 73 all, K4BBR.
Well, thank you for being here this morning, Royce. Appreciate it. Let me mention that tonight is Tuesday, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is the TechNet. Hope you'll be able to join us this evening and bring your technical questions to the forum and listen and learn. Elmer's Net is Thursday at 8 p.m. in the Zoom room. The Reflector magazine is out and available on our website and on our YouTube page. Anyone else wishing to join us this morning, come now please, twice as slowly.
November 5, Romeo Tango Charlie, N5, RTC, in and out.
Victor Echo 6, Sierra Kilo India. Victor Echo 6, Sierra Kilo India.
This is Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Chris, in and out.
You do, Sierra Alpha Lima in and out. Good morning, Mike.
Let me acknowledge these stations, just checking in. Sal in Chickawaga, New York, W2SAL. Sal, you're sounding rough this morning. Hope that isn't something that's lingering. Chris in Nova, Michigan, KBAPLV, and out waved the hand. Thank you, Chris. David in St. Albert, Canada, V6SKI. I'll be back to you. And let me acknowledge Terry from Austin, Texas, was in and out, N5RTC. David, VE6SKI, good morning.
You and the rest of the net. I'm just sitting back here listening to the conversation. And yes, I'm a Costco member, and I'm sort of looking back thinking, I've been a Costco member for probably 40 years, and also Amazon Prime. It's like Costco is a weekly trip for our family. So, but anyhow, everyone have a great day. Victor Echo 6, Sierra Kilo India 73.
Thank you for joining us, David. Yes is in the column right beside your name this morning on the log. Any other new customers? Just a few minutes left of this one. If you haven't gotten on before, come now.
Kilo 4 Papa Juliet Mike, Kilo 4 Papa Juliet Mike, in and out. Good morning, everybody.
Victor Kilo 3, Echo Delta Mike. Victor Kilo 3, Echo Delta Mike. Check in, check out.
KG5 SFT Mobile, KG5 SFT Mobile, in and out.
Bravo 2, Delta Sierra, back to KG2 Mobile, in and out. Okay, let me acknowledge his station. Yep, got on the log this morning. KB2 DSQ, Christopher, Rochester, New York, was mobile and in and out. KG5 SFT, Red from Marion, Texas, also mobile and in and out. Thank you, guys. VK3 EDM, Emily, Victoria, Australia. We don't get to talk to too many Sheilas, so glad you checked in with us this morning, Emily. Thank you. K4 PJM, Perry in Leesburg, Florida, was in and out. Everybody wants to just keep on walking. I don't blame them. It's late in the day. But we got room for a couple of more, so come on now, twice as slowly.
K2QWK, K2QWK, Mobile, in and out.
M0 Mike Sierra, Sierra Mobile.
Okay, I'm going to call it there. Thank you, Ross, from Wilmington, North Dakota. Haven't talked to you in a while, Ross. N0MSS. And Philip in East Aurora, New York, K2QWK. Thank you all for joining us this morning. 147 of you took your time to stop by and wave a hand or take part in our daily question. Well, on behalf of Scott, W2BLT in Buffalo, and Miss Vicki, who's taking care of both of us on the log this morning, keeping us straight and organized, KEA-VKY. Thank you, Vicki. This is Mike in DeBerry, Florida, K2CMT 73.
A1 Echo X-ray, AB7IC. Good morning, Buzz.
Echo X-ray AB7IC. Nothing is heard. I'll be clear. This is B7IC.
Hey, this is W1 BLU Whiskey Bravo Lima Uniform. Did I program this wrong or am I getting out?
Yeah, you programmed it right. You're making it to the East Coast reflector. The other station, your audio is very low. N0 MSS mobile.
Good morning, VK4 VIP.
Nothing heard. N5 RTC clear.
This is WA3IGU, just a quick radio check using a new iPhone and Echo Link app. Anyone there? Let me know. WA3IGU.
Station requesting a radio check. Good morning. This is N5 RTC, Austin, Texas. You sound good, sir.
Very good there, Austin, Texas. This is Dennis here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Just purchased a new iPhone the other day and thought, hey, I better check this app out. I use it every once in a while. It doesn't work too bad, or did on my other phone. So thank you so much for the radio check, and you have a nice day. Hope your weather's well. So 73, W3IGU, I'll be clear.
N5, RTC, clear.
This is Kilo Edward 2, George Alpha Tango, to whoever the iPhone fellow was, radio check. I receive you loud and clear, and I am out of Lynbrook, New York.
W2 Victor, Delta X-ray Mobile, Cattaraugus County, New York, and Western New York. HJU, the man in the Adirondacks, you're breaking up.